everyone, this is Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. Hope you are enjoying your day. We're here to discuss the energy for the week from February 16th to the 22nd and what do each of the signs need to know. So, first off, we have a couple of aspects this week. So, the sun is going to enter Pisces. So, this is a really good time for you to feel all of your feels and tap into your emotional work and just pay attention to whatever is coming to the surface. It's coming to the surface for a reason. So, this is a great time for you to do that healing spiritual work. The other aspect is Mercury in Pisces, and it squares Jupiter in Gemini, and that's on February 20th. Back up a second, Sun enters Pisces on February 18th. So, this is a time where you may feel like the stuckness is kind of starting to come unstuck, and you have these dreams and these expectations that you want to set forward. But be careful because you may be missing details that you need before you can actually start to put those into action. So those are the two major aspects this week. So we are now going to get into the what each of the signs need to know. Like always, we're going to start off with Aries. So Aries, your card is deception. So this may be that another person is deceiving you, but I get the feeling that it's more like you're deceiving yourself. And this could be in regards to that healing energy piece that I was talking about. There's something in yourself that you're not willing to accept. You want it to be a certain way, but it's not going to be that way. It's going to be however it's going to be. So, this is a great opportunity for you to do that healing work and to try and learn to accept that part of yourself that you're kind of detached from. Now, if it's in regards to another person who is deceiving you, open up to the possibilities of what could potentially be there. Try and figure out whether you can see things for what they are. Now, this may be really difficult for you, especially once the sun enters Pisces, because Pisces can have that kind of escapist feeling to it. But this is a great opportunity for you to work with that energy and to acknowledge exactly what it is that you need to acknowledge, whether it's in regards to yourself or it's in regards to somebody else. Work with the energy, heal it, harness it for its highest and best good for yourself. Taurus, yours is expression. How are you expressing yourself, Taurus? Are you expressing yourself in a way that is good for yourself and for those people around you? Or are you just expressing yourself for the sake of expressing yourself? You definitely have some high opinions, not necessarily in terms of yourself, but just in terms of the world in general. You tend to have a fixed mindset. Once you have decided on something, you have decided on something. So this could be an opportunity for you to change the way that you express yourself or the thoughts about expressing yourself. Things don't always turn out the way that we expect and the way that we anticipate. So this could be a great opportunity for you to do work on yourself in that area. See if you're being triggered by what other people say. Are those triggers, what are they bringing up on you? And is it something that you might yourself actually do? Work with it, harness that energy, and you can potentially start the process of healing it. Gemini, your card is breakthrough. You're going to have some sort of epiphany right now, Gemini. Jupiter's in your sign, so this can be a great opportunity for you to expand your way of thinking. Breakthroughs don't necessarily always happen the way that we want. We tend to want them to be optimistic and to be something that's good and something that's just for our own highest and best bet. But breakthrough could be something that's more on the negative aspect of things. The energy this week is leading you towards healing. So, this breakthrough is most likely some sort of trigger that, if you acknowledge it and you work with it, you can start the process of catapulting yourself to another direction, another place that you haven't been before once you acknowledge the trigger. So, sit with the trigger, sit with whatever it is that's coming up for you and process it. Let it sit. Don't just act on it. Just sit with it and see what it has to say. Once you've listened to what it has to say, then you can move forward with the healing process. But this is an opportunity for you to work with whatever that breakthrough energy is that is coming through for you and start to harness it for your own highest and best good. Cancer, yours is self-esteem. Self-esteem can be a really challenging thing. It can be something that you think that you have a handle on, and then all of a sudden something can come up and you realize that you don't necessarily have a handle on it at all. This is a time for you to truly tap into yourself and what is it that you need to know about your own self and what is your self-esteem based on? Is it based on something that's real and something that's true within inside of you? Or is it something that you're placing an emphasis on other people telling you, other people showing you? Self-esteem should truly come from within. This is an internal process. This week is all about the internal. Pay attention to the internal pieces and what that tells you about self-esteem. Once you have that information, you can go from there. But pay attention to anything that is in regards to your own self and how you feel about yourself. Leo, yours is higher knowledge. This is an opportunity for you to connect with those higher guides, those higher dimensions, whatever place it is that you work within. Connect information that is outside of yourself. In your case, this isn't necessarily entirely an internal process in terms of what it is that you're feeling, but what is it that you're being told about what it is that you're feeling? Again, pay attention to that information, pay attention to that guidance. You have intuition for a reason. This is a time for you to pay attention to what it is that your intuition is telling you. Again, harness it, work with it, and start to work on healing it. Virgo, yours is courage. Courage is something that we get once we have done the internal work. Now, you and each person has a certain amount of courage to start with, but what are you willing to tackle? Are you willing to tackle the hard and the difficult stuff? If you're willing to harness that stuff, then you can feel more courageous in an everyday aspect of your life. But courage has to start somewhere. So this is an opportunity for you to start the process, start the work, harness that energy that you need. Now, you can be really critical with yourself sometimes, Virgo, and that criticism could come to your advantage this week. But what is it that you're being critical about in terms of yourself? Take that and work with that information. Once you're able to process that and harness it, you can start to the other steps that you need so that you can get to that place of courage. But courage starts with a single step, and this is the week for you to take that step. Libra, yours is initiation. This is a time period like everybody is going through right now for healing. You are beginning the initiation process in terms of what that looks like for you. Again, what is it that comes to the surface for you? Initiate that process. Start the process. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to act on it right in this moment. You may need more information, you may need more guidance, but you can start the process, examine it, look at it, see what it has to tell you. Scorpio, your card is meditation. So this is a time for you to sit in silence and to be quiet. This could be an opportunity for you to look within yourself. You could use a guided meditation or some sort of visual meditation, whatever works for you is great. This could just be, as I said, sitting within yourself, getting really quiet. And what does that look like for you? What pops into your head? What information is being presented to you, and what do you have to work with? Meditation is going to be your key to finding what it is that you need to work with this week. So use meditation, and then you will be revealed more information as the time becomes necessary. Sagittarius, yours is dream time. So your information is probably going to be presented to you through your dreams. What do your dreams have to tell you? Are they presenting this pretty little picture, or is there some little niggling fact that's sitting in there? Pay attention to your dreams. When you get up, write them down. We all have a tendency to think, oh, I'll remember that. And then we totally forget about it. So write it down, Whatever comes up, whatever important information is in there, that's the key that you're going to work with right now. Capricorn, yours is freedom. Are you feeling free? Or do you feel restricted by some unknown energy or person? If you're not feeling free, then this is an opportunity to think of why you don't feel free. That's the piece of information that's going to be the key for you right now, and what it is that you need to start to examine and what you need to start to look at. When you can finally get to a place where you feel free in that area, then you know that you've done the work. Aquarius, yours card is peace. So that doesn't mean that you're out of the woods, Aquarius. That just means that you need to look at the areas where you feel at peace. Look at the areas where you are at peace. Those aren't the areas that you need to do the work. The areas that you need to do the work this week are the areas where you don't feel peace, where you don't have that confidence, that initiation, or that drive to do anything. These are the areas where you need to focus on. So look at the areas where you need to find peace, where you have peace, discard those, and tackle the areas where you don't, because that's where the work needs to be done. And Pisces, yours is sister's healing. So, like I've said, this is Pisces, Sun is in Pisces. This is a great time for healing. But in your case, you're going to work with other women to harness that healing energy. Find women, if you don't have natural born sisters, who feel like sisters. Harness that feminine power and work on healing not only yourself, but those other sisters that are with you. In your case, through the power of feminine energy, you can truly start to feel the healing process taking place. So, again, I'm Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. Hopefully, this has been helpful for you. I'd love to hear from you. So, feel free to comment below and start our dialogue. You can find me at www.soulheartintuitivecoaching. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I hope you enjoy your week. Remember, this is a time when people are going through the healing process. It can be a time where people are feeling things deeply. So, this is a time for you to be kind and compassionate to other people, as you never know what other people are going through, and you would not want other people to react in certain ways to yourself. So, remember, kindness, compassion, key right now. And I will talk to you soon. Have a good one.